Logan with Grandma's Guns. Today we're going to be taking a look at the High Point 995. This is in 9 millimeter. Um, for the price, it's not a bad gun. It came with the vertical grip. I bought it probably 10 years ago. I want to say I paid like $250 for it. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It's got this uh, recoil pad, I guess you'd call it, that has spring-loaded system in it. That's kind of cool. I put a red dot on it, took this original sights off, took the front sight off. It only holds 10. I'm pretty sure it's 10. It's a single stack magazine. It almost looks like a 1911 magazine. It's not far off from that, which is a big downside. You can get the 20 round extended mags for it, but I haven't gotten one. Threw that red dot on there. It's just a cheap red dot. It's accurate enough. I mean, it's a 9 millimeter carbine. It's not expected to be super accurate. It's kind of heavy for what it is. It's got some cheaper feeling looking plastic on it. But it seems to go bang every time. I don't think I've ever had it jam. You can't switch the however you load it or cock it. I mean, you can switch this to the other side if you want. It's got rails on the front, rail on the top. The trigger is nothing to write home about. It's got a pretty good amount of creep. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing special, but if you've got $250 and that's really all you can afford, one of these would be fine. Or if you want to get one of these and one of the pistols, they're not super nice or fancy, but they seem to go boom every time, and they use the same magazine, so maybe that's something to look into. But in my mind, for as cheap as you can get ARs these days, I'd get a cheaper lower end AR. Maybe get like a Palmetto State Armory. Those I've have a few friends that have some of those, and they seem to like them, and I've got one of them, and they're pretty nice, and they're not that expensive, and you can find deals on there. They always have deals. So this, or I'm almost at this point, I'd almost rather have an SKS than this, but an AK or an AR would be better than this, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's goes boom, get the job done if that's all you need. Nothing fancy, not too expensive. I mean, don't expect a whole lot for 250. I guess they're probably a little more than that now. They're probably around $300. But how much? What are you expecting for $300? Spend 400, 500, 600. I'd rather spend a little more or double 300. Spend $600 and get a nice AR than get this. I mean, if you're just looking for something to have fun with, or if you really need it in a pinch, and that's all you can find, or get one used for like $200, why not? But anyway, just a little bit of rambling about the High Point 995 in 9 millimeter. I do believe they did just come out with a maybe they've had it for a little while, but 10 millimeter, and then they've got a 45 and a 40. So I mean, the 10 millimeter is kind of cool, but other than that, I don't think I'll be looking at getting another one just to get a 10 millimeter, just because I don't shoot it that often, and the pros and the cons versus buying like an AR or something else are not that great. But anyway, 995 High Point. Get one or don't. Either way, see you on the next one.